Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. Sanders has the first down and much more. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there.
At the Colts, 46-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Hurts. Dancing to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't, but he had the play diagnosed perfectly there.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They go back to the ground with Sanders. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And oftentimes we think about statement drives in the second halves of games, especially in the 4th quarter. But here, it's happening early, a definite statement. They've held on to the ball for a healthy portion of this 1st quarter already. And now after that completion, they're set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Here's Hurts to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Grover Stewart, what an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
A very lengthy opening drive as this will be play number 12 coming on 3rd and goal. Hurts sets up to throw it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Wentz now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down a defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right.
Yep. Yep.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Why the hell you sound so low?
Gotta be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Huh?
Another try
Oh, okay.
to the 1st down sack. Hurts. Flush to his right. Hurts fumbles it. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually.
Chill, bro.
Hold on to the football as well.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
What do you mean?
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And Sanders has got it complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
You just got to bring in 2 negative tests in within 24 hours.
And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead grows to 10-0.
No, they said 10 days unless he brings back those 2 negative tests in 24-hour span.
Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Well, the thing is too, it's hey, he's supposed. Did you see his previous tweet? He was like, he's vaccinated and caught COVID. He was like, something's up. Like he was like, nah, something's up. So I don't. It could be a thing like it could have been like a false positive. Listen, I don't care nonetheless. But it could be like one of those type of deals.
Empty possessions, but some are worse than others.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown.
Oh no, it doesn't. Oh, it doesn't at all. I know that for a fact. I don't understand how this thing took all of the momentum again. Well, it took all the momentum, and I went up 10-0. This thing got momentum. Huh? So, no, I'm just talking to myself. Sorry.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
Let's see what type of plays he does, though. I like it.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchdown.
Right here. I threw a touchdown to Jalen Rieger in the end zone. He drops it. And he was open. I was like, look at this nigga trying to be like real life for real.
And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the
Her brother?
Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Why you say that?
Sanders to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Hurts. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Oh yeah, but yeah, and you don't want to drink like you praying to God I'd never do it again. Like yeah.
Yeah. Right here on EA Sports. On first down, Hurts. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll be taken down inside Indy's 15-yard line. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Elliott on for the extra point.
How old is he? Oh, he's old enough. But I'll tell you this though, Darren. Like I understand what you're saying. You don't really believe that it does anything, but It's the same thing as it's just those. It's something in your brain that makes you want that shit. Like it's something like why crackheads do crack because it takes them out of whatever they're in. So that's it's literally what it's got to be that. Well, anything can be addicting. Going to the gym is addicting. Like you know, people get addicted to that.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. 2nd and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Kylen Granson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is. And they passed
But when you drink though, you know, I'm just playing devil's advocate here. When you drink, do you care about what's going on in your life? Like you care that you got homework to do, like you got to worry about your bills you got to pay, like you.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Taylor. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Now a play fake. Wentz. This to the outside for Mack. 3 yards the gain there.
Oh no, I hate things as an excuse. Like you can just feel it. Yeah.
It can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On play action, it's Wentz. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 35. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
No, shit.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown.
I don't know. I do the same thing because I this is me. Like I got brothers. I got 2 brothers. One of them is 20 years old. I'm 25. The other one's fucking 4 years younger. He's 17. And we are all walking completely different paths, and we all went through the same shit. So that's something that's just like it gets completely different when. No, but the reason I interrupted, I said because I feel you, like, cause I went through this, so there should be no reason that you can't get through it. I'm not saying that I'm a better nigga than you. You should be able to get through it just as well as I did.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now. The field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Hurts throw here on target to Hurst. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
No, he can't. Yeah, no, that's completely different. That seems like he wants, yeah.
They'll set up a throw.
Yeah, why can't you do that, nigga?
29. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Right. Just he literally can find something he likes. Like I don't know, man. Like just find something, bro. Even if it's something that don't make you money, find like you like say if it's like you really love volunteering, nigga, go do something like that. You know what I mean? Everything you do don't gotta be making money too at the same time.
Now back to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Grover Stewart in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Is it for like mental health or something? Yeah.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Colts TD. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all away.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Is it epilepsy? It has epilepsy?
Following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
That can be it too. Cold sweats.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy,
and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Quiddy Pay. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Yeah, I hate a motherfucker use every excuse for everything. Yeah.
That's complete to Sanders. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
Plenty of times.
It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Yeah.
Back to throw here. Going deep here for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play
play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback.
No, I don't know, because I'm wired a different way that I had to learn how to literally care for somebody's feelings, bro. And it's not easy. I'll say that. He didn't step out of bounds. That's some horseshit. I know he stepped out of bounds. No, I've taught myself to be empathetic. I 100% have. The
Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this. That's when things start to get real for a ball club.
Oh no, of course, like you said, Frazier. You know, he had a lot of shit going on his pop's side. The girl with her parents dying and shit like that. Like that's tough. Like that's a tough draw in life. Like that's tough. That's hard for any fucking body. I understand that, but you can't tell me like when people be like, I can't work or something because I got like this. I'm like hurt about something. You know what I mean? Like it's just a different type of thing. I guess it's hard to kind of. Well, you know what you're saying. I know what I'm saying, but it's just like it's I don't know.
Wentz now to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete.
You just gotta get to. I like my thing is I had to learn early on. Everybody's not me. I try to compare everybody to me, and you just can't.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Wentz. Looking for Campbell downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
But does he still live with his mama? Ain't nothing wrong with it, but he still live with his mama? I don't know, bro. And he's not trying to make no moves.
And maybe a chance for a quick
yeah.
And then a long field goal try. We'll
No. That's why I said it, that you just, there's no problem with it.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach,
with both of these offenses having
I agree 100% because there's no way. If I'm in a fucked up situation, bro, I can't feel bad for myself because you just learn early on, nigga, like no one gives a fuck. They'd rather see you where you at than see you above them or better than them or doing something with yourself. Like this, I've run into so many people. They be like they'll be like, oh, you doing this? Like, oh yeah, they'll downplay it, like shit like that. Like I see a lot of motherfuckers, the little hating shit. Like you start a business. Oh, look at you with your little business. Like, come on, yeah, like.
The Indy offense at the line and set to
yeah.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought
no, it doesn't affect me, but I know what type of person. It just lets me know who you are.
They had success throwing it, but I think these first drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
2nd and 8 coming up.
They run once more with Taylor. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Yeah, nah, like.
Play action. Now Wentz. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second
Yeah.
half.
No, because it can be like a thing. I try to help people so much too sometimes too, like to the point that, like I'd be like, oh yeah, you had a problem with this? Nah, let me put you on then. I got you, bro. Like I'm not saying like I'm an expert, but hey, listen, I'm getting a little farther, so you can probably you get a little farther if I tell you this, and then you probably get better than me, and then you help me out, like.
Offense set to begin their next drive. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
No, I got a thing now where I would put people on like my job would hire, bro. We pay good ass money, bro. Like starting off, you get paid good ass money. You don't really need like any requirements and shit like that, bro. So I was putting mad motherfuckers on. And then you know what? Doing that shit, yeah, had me look bad as fuck, bro. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna put it out there, bro. I'm not giving nobody no chance, bro. Yeah. Yeah, it's not many motherfuckers that's. It's just, yeah, no. You just can't, bro. You just can't do it for everybody.
So that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Nah. Why would you?
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And a solid run down inside the 30. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Hey, you know, and then I feel her on being a little upset about it too. I mean, because it's your brother, you know what I mean? It is, you know, you want to be able to put.
Wentz gonna throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor, and inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So
but and then he just like walk.
And try and cover him before he gets going.
And they get to him quickly here as he stops right around the 13. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes.
For what though? Just to blow the money? Does she fuck with her daddy like that? I never really heard about her dad. I always heard about her mama being crazy, but you never.
2nd down and 7.
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Wentz. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them.
Oh, listen, I feel the thing about a lot of them saying, like, you know how Shaq does with this kid. He said, "I'm not giving you my money." Like,
And they will open their lead up to a touchdown at 24-17.
Yeah. And I feel that 100% because it's a lot of motherfuckers who just get the money and just be like, okay, my daddy got money, my mama got money. I don't need to work. I don't need to do this.
Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
No.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive?
Who was the one again? I forget who it was. We were just talking about it. Was it Scottie Pippen? Yeah, about his dog. I listen. You were saying you're not gonna have you're not gonna have that, but what about the money she did have? I guarantee he didn't just like never give her money.
How they attack him here. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense.
But you know, but I don't know what the situation is, but the thing is, like, if I'm giving her say I give her $1 million a year, or you probably give her more. Like, what are you doing with my money?
Flushed out right. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Here's Hurts to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Dio Odangbo in there to get him.
But then at that point they're gonna depend on you. They're like, oh yeah, my daddy never let me get on the streets. But that's dependent. It's still dependent to me. I feel you. I see what you mean.
43-yard line, that's where they'll take over. So after the INT, here's Wentz. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz, quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other, a gain of 6. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
You gotta feel that, bro. If I play ball and I average 4 points, I'm gonna say the same thing. I will.
To throw, it's Wentz. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. Breaks the tackle.
Oh, man, bro.
Past the 20. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play.
They still had a good record. They had a great record. And then they won 60 games.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Campbell.
He like 6'9".
That catch good for only a couple.
He a big nigga, bro.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL.
That's a big scoop, bro. It's a big, big scoop.
Wentz going to give this to Taylor. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Now, obviously, that's some good work.
What is it about KD, bro?
Being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
Hey, you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Wentz. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
I'm just fucking with you, bro. I don't really think KD's so. Do I think he a bitch though?
Blankenship's kick is good. And that will extend their
He was saying that shit against niggas when they were talking about his fucking ankles.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Like, do you have any? Yeah. You know what a fucking brush is, nigga? Yeah, that shit's a family heirloom.
Meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
That nigga's super ashy. No, my shit do be itchy too. If I just get out of the shower and it's cold outside, bro, it should be itchy.
And one more time, that's Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Got to, bro. He's tweaking. He's I'm about to pull out my broke card in a second. Compared to that nigga, 100%. I'm a poor ass homeless nigga.
30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Call me brokey.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in the second half.
That's all you can say. That's all I need to say.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That swung out wide to Sanders. I call it no gain there on the first down play.
Hey.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule. Distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a minute or 2 miss, but that window.
You broke the other broke niggas.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts setting up the screen with Gainwell. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Next. That's my answer. Shut the fuck up. Say my answer.
Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking,
What have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. An important play right
What?
here, 3rd and
Bro,
10.
what the fuck are you even talking about?
Pressure here.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Dayo Odengbo in there to drop him, and that is the 7th time tonight that he has gone down. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Elliott good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback.
That contract fat. Hey, that one nigga didn't get no money like that. Like what's it called did? What the fuck? Kelly? He didn't. Am I? Do I have the names wrong? I don't think he didn't get the same amount of money. What's it called? Got. Yeah. But you say he was up for that job. But you say he was up for that job. What's it called? They got that money. Oh my God. No, Lincoln Riley got the bread. But the one dude that you said that was up for the same job Lincoln Riley got. I thought it was Kelly.
First and 10, Taylor now. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Three points separating these
Oh
two
my God, they
sides
gave that
with 2
nigga a
minutes
whip.
left to go in the
I've never
fourth.
seen so much money in my fucking life.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Again, it's Taylor. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And in for the score. Are you kidding me? They return it, and they take the lead.
He left in the middle of the fucking year. It had to be because of the money. There's no way. Or he talked to Notre Dame and said that we're not going to talk to you until... bro, I don't know. Money talk, though.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called
Yeah,
these plays
that was weird.
times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Second and 5. Back to throw. Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little
He
bit
gotta like niggas. That's all he played with.
off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
They come up now.
Oh, yeah.
Following the incomplete pass. Wentz to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on
It's
fourth
all
down.
niggas. Oh, facts. Hey, pure nigga.
Go for it here on fourth down.
Prestigious team, that's all. It's a prestigious team, that's all.
Now Wentz, gotta have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Yeah, I was gonna say, niggas really don't beat it that long. You said what?
On first down, Sanders. This will be stopped about 2
Oh, yeah.
the marker. 8-yard
And they paying hella money.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he gets it down to the 32. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And it took
this is crazy. I came back on this nigga, bro. I was tweaking in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. And let's face it, they had to be more than nervous in the fourth quarter. But a lot of that was their own doing. I think you observed during the game, their energy level just didn't seem to be there. But in the fourth quarter, somehow they dug deep and found that extra bit, right? That reserve tank. They hauled it out. Offense scored some points, defense held them, and lo and behold, they walk away with a win. Maybe expend a little more energy than they expected to, but they'll take it.
So for the Eagles, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1.